Hi, this is Mrs. Scholes, and I wanted to welcome you to Chemistry 1010 with Utah Online and Utah Tech University. And then I wanted to go over some ins and outs of Canvas so that you know what to do and how to get started. So the first thing is, I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Mrs. Anissa Scholes. I do have a get to know you video that tells a little bit about my education, my teaching history, and my family and my hobbies and interests and those kinds of things. And you can check that out on the homepage for this course. But I wanted to kind of go over a little bit about the course. Now, you do have a syllabus video, so please make sure you go here, click on this, and go over the entire syllabus. Watch the video at the beginning. That goes over deadlines and due dates and so many things, okay? But I wanted to go over a little bit with Canvas and how the course is set up. So just bear with me on this. And I am looking at the teacher version because I don't have the student version published yet. And so that's I can't look at that version, but I just want you to get a little bit of an overview. So this may look a little bit different. So this is always your home screen. I usually put important information on the home screen. So always go there first. I will have what's due that week, what module you're supposed to be working on and all those kinds of things. And any announcements and things like that I usually put on the homepage. So this is going to be changing. It's fluid. So always check the homepage. But then your biggest thing is to go through and check all the modules. Okay. So please, like I said, read through the syllabus. This goes over all the details of the course. This is a video that goes over the syllabus. I just think it's good to listen and get it verbally instead of just reading through everything. So there's a video that goes over the syllabus. So please go through all of this. This will go through how the course is set up and all that kind of stuff. Okay. But I'm going to skip grades. You guys should know how to check your grades and see that I don't think there's going to be anything in there right now. And then I'm just going to go down to modules. Okay. So basically, if you go over the syllabus, you'll notice that there is one module a week. Okay. This orientation module is going to be that first half a week. So Utah Tech starts on a Wednesday. So I'm giving you half a week to get the orientation module done. So basically, start here is where you'll actually see this video that you're watching right now. And then the syllabus quiz goes over the syllabus just to make sure you read it and you understand everything on the syllabus. Okay. And then you'll have one module a week. So it is a great idea to check the homepage to see what module you're supposed to be working on that week, and then to click on the module and go through and just work through everything in the module one thing at a time, okay? You should be able to click the next button at the bottom of the module. Sorry, my face is in the way. Down here, you should be able to click that button, and that will just take you to the next part of the module. So that's a great way to do that, is to just work through everything. But also each module, I should have not clicked on that, has a little progress bar at the top, and you can click on that too. So you'll notice which things are like assignments, which things are quizzes, and that kind of thing that way. So basically, as you work through this, you'll have lessons. Okay, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. That's videos made by Mrs. Black. She's the chemistry professor at Utah Tech that creates this course. And then I am your teacher. I'm the person that has modified it. I have created a lot of the assignments. And then I also am the person who grades and does everything in the class. And I'm your point of contact. You'll never contact her. Okay. Lecture notes. This is where you'll turn them in for extra credit. Right here it says 20 points. I haven't changed that yet. They used to be required. I'm making them extra credit this semester. So you'll turn in the lecture notes, and then you'll have a lesson quiz. Okay. This is a Proctorio practice quiz that's only going to be in module 1. That's to make sure that Proctorio is up and running on your computer, because you will use that for all the mastery quizzes. Then you'll have a few more lessons. Looks like there's a vocabulary list. Lecture notes turned in again for extra credit, not 20 points. And then you'll have another lesson quiz. Active learning assessments. These could be considered labs, projects. I mean, kind of depends on what you want to call them. They're all different. Some of them you'll be teaching somebody. Some of them you'll be doing a gizmos. A lot of them have options for one or two, and you can choose which one you want to do. But those are projects or virtual labs that you'll be doing. And then this is just information on the mastery quiz. There's always a practice for the mastery quiz, and then there is the mastery quiz. Those need to be proctored with Proctorio, okay? And then I go through and watch the Proctorio to make sure that it looks like you're actually watching you're taking the test, not looking off screen and all that kind of stuff, okay? Then you'll just go through each module. There's 6 modules, and then you'll have time to study for the midterm. And then there's another 6 modules and then the final test. And if you go back to your syllabus, you'll be able to see a schedule of those modules right here. This is kind of the schedule of the class. Hopefully I don't have to change this. I think I've got everything set up correctly, but it should just be welcome is that first 3 days, and then each week you have a module. The modules are open for a week. Well, they're open until midterm. I have a hard deadline right before midterm, and I would close all the modules. They're due each week to try to keep you on pace, but if you don't finish them, you're okay. I don't take points off if they're late, but I will close them completely before midterm and before the final, where you won't be able to access them at all. Okay, so just go over the syllabus, go over the course. Reach out to me if you have any questions. My contact information is right here on the home screen. Thank you.